Hello, welcome back to Tarot by Andy. Thank you for being here. This is my vibrational reading. Please do your own research for entertainment purposes and allegedly. Hi, you guys. Hope you're doing good. I'm still discombobulated, feeling a little bit like a drunk sailor, a cheap drunk. People pay good money for this stuff, for this feeling, but I live with it 24/7 right now. Just hoping it, goes away. I'm working on it, you guys. But here I am. I feel sober enough to do this, so here I am. All right, so I want to read to you what I posted on YouTube, which came from Reddit, a commenter on Reddit, over the Vancouver police protection, where it cost over about 44 grand for Harry to be there with his security. Yes, so yeah, Canadian people are really fed up with it. So here it goes. Are you ready? Here it goes. You're going to like this, you guys. I promise you're going to like this. People are like, oh my God, that is so accurate. People thought it was good, real good. Here we go. He and his wife are two-faced, illiterate, parasitic barnacles who failed at adulting due to lack of any bankable talent, as well as not taking their silver-spooned education seriously, partying their youth away instead. Lazy, lazy, lazy Hollywood losers. Imagine lecturing people hypocritically about humanitarian as a 1% who does zero official service. So yeah, humanitarians who do absolutely nothing. Yeah, I gotta agree with every bit of this. And bunker soldiered his way through the army on a failed cheater eaten grades. Yeah, he was no student, was he? And even art classes he couldn't pass. Here we go, carrying on. And he definitely never got his pilot license either. Here we go, carrying on. As a Nazi cosplay, racist, slur dropper, then treating taxpayers like your personal credit card. Oh, yeah. Amidst a post-pandemic economic crisis, LOL, that this able-bodied neo-bunker baby is a taxpayer, animal elder abuser, POS, as in piece of doo-doo, who should have cherished injured, disabled veterans, who should lead cherished, injured, disabled veterans, question mark. What an insult he is to heroes who've earned their medals based off merit, in all caps. Merit was in all caps. Yeah, pretty scathing hot there. People are loving it on Twitter. I got something like 400 likes. I've got something like getting up to somewhere 65 retweets. It's passing around. Someone here on YouTube, said this should go to all the platforms. So then I did post it at Instagram. And then I said, okay, I'm going to do that. I'm going to go to Facebook. And so then I went to Facebook, to this group that I tend to fall upon often. And I'm not sure who runs it or who they are or what, but they're definitely not Meghan and Harry fans. And so I posted a screenshot of the image on there of this big comment, and just left it there. So here, I'm just going to leave this here for you, and went away. So yeah, they're going to get the dose too. They'll probably all like it there because nobody likes them there. And then it was funny, I did get a troll come at me today, and they were like, oh, you posted this somewhere else. Is it a slow day for you? I never posted that one before because I just found it. So obviously I triggered someone. So I went to that person's feed, and lo and behold, it was sort of a down low Meghan fan, or it was possibly Meghan herself. So I blocked the person. Yeah, they are still out there. Okay. Yeah, and people are talking about Meghan too here. They're talking about how she becomes friends with wealthy, and then she quickly wants to ask for a resource favor, such as aircrafts, beach homes, etc. Take on the take. And uses her insincere fake intimacy game and pretends to be BFS with whoever she meets, like right away. That's part of the narc game, psychopathic game. is to quickly move in on you very aggressively and quickly and try and establish that we are now best friends. It's all fake. So Tyler Perry's apparently got tired of them being on the take. That was mentioned too. So yeah, and yeah, along with the private jets, I mentioned that. And the Clooneys, yeah, it was mentioned, the Clooneys, they dipped their toe in Meghan and Harry, then they dipped their toe back out because they had enough of them, and then they picked up on the whole aircraft thing with them. You remember we talked about that a long time ago, how they were so kind to allow them to use their aircraft, I think, on occasion or so, and even utilize their Italian home. Just sponge. That's all they do. They're grifters. So, hey, grift is going to grift, right? And people are also talking about her grifting and taking shoes from all her gigs that she's done too. So that's another thing they're talking about today. So I want to talk about Catherine and William. It is said that Catherine is going to not return as she used to. That because she's had a brush with death and she has ongoing chemotherapy, she wants to put her health and her family and her friends and her intimate people first. You know, totally get it. Not surprised. Brush with death, that would do that to anybody. So I want to throw some cards on that, you know. So it really changes, it changes the structure. It really does change. So that's probably why, which I didn't know on one of my last reads when I did Catherine and Camilla, that's what I got. You know, Catherine and Camilla kind of battling it out a bit on what to do because everything's changing, because the focal point on that particular spread was the death card, which is death changes you. You know, it's that brush with death. And, you know, having to put the kids in the forefront, kind of aggressively start training, and the slimming down of the monarchy. And that's why this one news source, journalist, whom I think is totally into Meghan and Harry's pocket, is saying that, oh, they need Meghan. They need Meghan more than ever because, you know, the slimming down, blah, blah, blah. And so I just kind of took her down on social media. Got a lot of retweets on that one too. But no, you know, there's no way back for Meghan. And so it's just kind of funny how a few journalists still kind of keep pressing for that. So they have a few that they're obviously, maybe they're giving kickbacks to, who knows. We know Meghan likes to pretend. And then I started thinking about her previous posts and her previous Instagram being the TIG and all that. It dawned on me about all her followers, saying, you know, how they used to talk about how she was so successful and she had X amount of followers and X amount of millions. Those millions were not in the bank. They also bragged and falsely said she owned that home that she was living in. That was false. That was provided by the Suits producers or whomever. She didn't own it at all. And she didn't have the amount of millions that they claimed she had either. She spent all the money she made. And so, yeah, just a lot of falseness there. That's why she probably hung on to her wardrobe and put it in storage. Do you guys recall that? She did not get rid of her wardrobe. She stashed it away. Probably because she knew darn well what her intentions were, was never to stay in the UK. She always planned on escaping, always realizing that the likelihood of failure and a fallout would happen, because that's kind of the narc brain, is they know pretty much all their failed relationships, all their failed past comes back to sort of haunt them in a way, where they know, okay, I'm hoping this will work out. They always wish and hope and are hopeful, but it never happens. So that's why she did what she did. So it's kind of funny, but that's just how she rolls, right? And so people are trashing her about her wardrobe today, and they're, you know, so that's going around again. So, you know, she's not getting a break. I think she's still opening up. Oh, so getting back to her TIG, I got off course here because I am a little bit, well, I'm not drunk, but I feel drunk. So if I kind of like get off a little bit, you know why. I'm a little bit like a drunk sailor, but I'm not drunk, I promise. She probably paid for a lot of subscribers. She probably paid for all the people that weren't real people on Instagram. That's why they shut down her Instagram, because they deemed most of them to be fake, as well as on X. Another problem she had was they were fake. She gets fake followers. So all that from the TIG, they said she had over 1 million subscribers, 1 million fans. Probably, realistically, she probably had a couple 100,000 at best. And that was it, because nobody knew who she was. She wasn't famous. It was a cable show. And a lot of people don't follow and worship a cable actress who's sixth in line to the role of the show. So she wasn't a main player. So I totally could estimate maybe at best 300,000 maybe. But that million, probably far-fetched. It was probably all fake numbers. So we were probably conned and gaslighted back then, and she still gets to use that as part of her success story, which is all fake, which even her sugars knew it was all fake because they all were laughing at her behind her back, wondering when they're going to get their next paycheck. So back to Catherine. Now back to Catherine and William. Catherine and William, she's going to take a bit of a step back. Things are going to be different for her. Brush with death. Brush with death. The brush with death is not a fun energy to carry around. Creates a lot of anxiety and panic of not knowing when and if it will ever return. Any cancer patient can answer and talk about that probably in depth. I would not know. Knock on green tablecloth here. So my heart goes out to her. Full empathy here. I do like her a lot. And, she just has to do what she has to do. Bottom line, your life comes first. First and foremost is your lifeblood. She has kids. She has kids she needs to look after. And totally reasonable. But it's going to be hard on everyone. So how is Catherine? How's Catherine? How is Catherine? Catherine the Great. How's Catherine the Great doing? Catherine the Great. What's going to be like for Catherine the Great? That popped. I'm going to take it. That popped. So basically, the ugly truth. Yep, it's the ugly truth of the Seven of Cups. She could wish that she could have choices, options, and choose whatever she wants in life. But there's a lot of negativity and pessimism with this, even upright. And it's gaslighting yourself. She's not gaslighting herself, and she's not doubting her sanity. So she's not a crazy person who likes to gaslight the public. She's being very honest about her diagnosis without saying exactly what kind of cancer. But she's being honest. So that's the ugly, brutal truth with the Seven of Cups in reverse. Seven upright is taking on challenging tests and seeing if you can pass. She knows that she cannot overstress herself, overstress her body, and do what her body, and just basically listen to her body. So she knows it's the brutal, ugly truth, and she wants to stay home. There you go. She's going to stay home and celebrate at home and take care of her full four-wall structure of home, family celebrations, gatherings, and enjoy life. The Four of Wands is about enjoying life and enjoying the people around you and fitting in. So she's going to go where it matters most, the home. So she's staying home. But it's a challenge for her because I think she really enjoyed what she did. That's the problem. Because now she's feeling kind of restricted. Nobody likes restricted. I know what that feels like. I have to restrict my diet and I don't want to. Just like probably she does. No cancer patient shouldn't have sugar. It feeds on sugar. There's going to be a lot of changes to her stability and to maintain a sense of stability of the Four of Wands. Bottom of the deck. Life. Wow. Ace of Pentacles. That's to keep herself going. And she has children. It's also the birth of babies. It is the seed of life. She wants to keep the seed of life going and keep the stability and enjoy her family with the Ace of Pentacles upright. She knows there are going to be a lot of propositions and this and that, and that's what's the challenge because she likes to work. It's also the work at home card. So she will do some work at home. She will contribute, but from home, probably a good percentage of the time, or to pick up the slack when she can't. So looking for improvement. Three of Wands upright, and it's in the past position. She knows that things are probably going to continue for quite some time, which is sad. Not happy to see that card. Putting in all efforts and waiting for the rewards. Three of Wands. What's driving her? Her children, her babies. Page of Cups. So putting out the loving messages about her children. It's the new beginning of staying at home, being more of a home-bound, work-bound parent. Good news to the kids. Kids are happy. And basically, it's an ugly truth also with the Moon card in reverse. Good thing is she's not disassociated, she's not psychotic, and she's not mentally ill, and she's not lying to anyone, and she's not living in a false reality with the Moon card in reverse. So with the Moon card in reverse, she is speaking the truth. Yep, so upright, you're obscuring the truth and lying and being in a fantasy land and reenacting trauma and acting all hurt and bound and, burying your demons and creating illusions and fantasies. She cannot fake it. She's not a faker. She's a very authentic individual, as we know. She's like a truth seeker. This is like a truth seeker card. She's sticking with her family. Wow. 7 of Pentacles, upright. Meghan and Harry, we get in reverse. So she's the good apple on the tree, and she wants to stay on that tree, the family tree, and she knows that it takes teamwork. And so she's going to team up. She's going to be around her kids. She's going to help her kids. She's going to be a very involved parent. I see her working from home. Obviously, she will. She will take on some stuff with that Ace of Pentacles upright. We have here, wow, she is the truth seeker, as I said. She knows the truth. She speaks with logic. She's been through horrible times with the Ace of Swords upright. She has suffered. She's gotten older and wiser, and her heart's in the right place. And basically, she's very analytical. She's going to be shrewd, and she is honest. And this is the truth teller card, and accepting reality. Accepting reality, unlike Meghan Markle. Just like with the Moon card in reverse, it's accepting reality. Just like the 7 of Cups card in reverse is accepting reality. So she accepts reality. Not a narcissist. No, not an antisocial by any means. And I can see that you cannot see my card, so I'm going to do that. There we go. Next position. Wow. She knows everybody loves her. She's aiming to heal, the healing card. So healing and hope, renewal, optimism for the future, and a bird's eye view path. So she's looking forward to the future. She's hoping, okay, maybe this is temporary. Maybe in the future, I'm going to heal. I'm going to carry on and heal. Next position here, hopes and fears. Well, the fear aspect is what she's getting with the King of Wands in reverse, being told no. Basically being bullied. This is the bully tyrant position, and that would be people bullying her because they're waiting for her. These are people who actually are anti-monarchist. So I would say the bully tyrant would be Meghan and Harry's people. And so she's not too pleased with that. And also could be being told, no, you cannot be your own boss right now. No, you cannot go out there and move obstacles. They cannot move obstacles. So they're going to have to move obstacles for her in a way where it's very controlled. But I don't feel that's her. That is the fear of the bullies out there, because she was bullied ruthlessly over this. And what do you have? And oh, all the just horrific narratives that were out there. We know that Christopher Boozy implemented and did based off the orders of the Sussex team. And Meghan and Harry organized that themselves, yes. And Boozy is still got that egg on his face. And people are still calling him out. Wow. Fear of death. Oh my. Couldn't be more accurate of a spread here. 4 of Swords in reverse is death. And never healing. So this is her, what the article stated. What I saw was the brush with death. The brush with death, life itself with the Ace of Pentacles is the seed of life. She wants to maintain her confidence, try and keep an optimistic attitude about life and death in general. Damn, I don't like this. I hate it when nice people like that get sick. I'm going to go the center of the deck here. And having to go full stop with the Page of Wands in reverse. So she won't be doing so much traveling, and it is a bad message being put out there. It's a bad message to the people who love the monarchy, and it feels like a shattered, broken family with the 10 of Cups in reverse. And people are not going to be celebrating the situation, but underneath it, I have the 3 of Cups. I have the 3 of Cups, so she's got all the support network in place. She's got a safety net, but very shattered, emotionally broken. And people are fearful of the death of Catherine, as they should, because she is the eye of, basically, she's the eye of the apple for the family. As far as I'm concerned, she is mine anyway. She's the apple of the eye for me. So popular. She is like the star of the family, in essence. And so she won't be doing too much traveling with the 2 of Wands in reverse. So basically, she's not looking for it. It's just not going to happen. It's roadblocked. And focused on healing here with the 3 of Swords in reverse. And taking a step back with the 9 of Swords in reverse. Not crying over it, but taking a step back. Aiming for healing. Fear of relapse. Fear of relapse. Being careful what you say with the Three of Swords in reverse, and she is fearing the Ten of Swords in reverse, where it would be a complete end of her adventure and, having to let go of her path for now and trying to heal. It's another healing position. So, yeah, I can keep going down, 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 but then it just gets to be a bit much. I'm going to go over to, nope, that was on the bottom of that. So I think that's it for that. Let's see. And we have here, yeah, she cannot hold back any further. This is not being able to. There's nothing new to say here with the Hangman in reverse. It just not finding much enlightenment in the situation. Not a lot has changed that she needs to change, because Hangman upright is metamorphosis and a transition time. So not much has changed. It's managed. I think this could be a long-term chemotherapy treatment, because it looks like transitioning out of this chemo is not going to stop. And that is the ugly truth right here with the Page of Swords upright. Not willing to argue or go into debate mode about it. It's just the truth. And it's full stop with the Knight of Wands in reverse. Not able to change the situation. She's stuck in the situation. And so, there's a loss of enthusiasm and energy with this, low energy. And, with that Knight of Wands in reverse, it's just feeling a bit lost, unstable, and hoping there's no growth in the situation with whatever's going on. And she cannot go and do her own thing. She can't travel. There won't be traveling. It's back to not traveling. And due to all this, that's that also, she probably has that fear of the Five of Cups, loss of relationships. All of it feels like bereavement to her, having to change and adjust her life. And it's a situation she can't fix. Five of Cups is, I can't fix this situation. I have to fence it. I have to shelf dynamic myself, sit on a shelf somewhere and hope for the best. And fearing the worst here again with the Sun in reverse. She's not happy in the situation. She doesn't want the situation, but being basically forced on her because of the brush with death. And, there's that loss. She doesn't want to cause the loss of herself, her life, because then her kids would have to go through the stages of grief. And then they may never heal. Her children may never heal, because that's the children card, the baby card. So she doesn't want this for her children. So she's putting her children and her life ahead of service, as she should. So no bullying here. I get it. You do what you have to do. And her life, that's like being on an airplane. What do you do when it starts to go down? You put the oxygen on yourself so you can save yourself before you can help other people. It's the same vibe. The only way she can help other people and be a working royal and ever do that would be to save herself. But it's looking like, from what the announcement at what it looks like it's going to be, is this is going to be a permanent situation. It doesn't look like it's going to change. Ugh, I hate that. Anyways, prayers, continued prayers and high vibes to Catherine the Great, and that this shifts in her favor. Until next time, like and subscribe. Bye-bye.